Tommy and the secret door to the land of giants. In the small town of Meadowbrook, nestled at the edge of a vast, ancient forest, lived a curious boy named Tommy. With his shock of messy brown hair and twinkling green eyes, Tommy was always exploring, always searching for something extraordinary. But no one believed him when he said magic was real. One crisp autumn afternoon, while playing in the forest, Tommy stumbled upon something peculiar, a large, moss-covered tree with gnarled roots that seemed to form an archway. In the middle of the arch was a wooden door, barely visible beneath layers of ivy. The door was old, with strange, glowing symbols etched into its surface. "Whoa," Tommy whispered, brushing away the ivy. As he touched the door, the symbols began to shimmer, and he heard a faint humming sound, almost like a melody. His heart raced with excitement. This was it, the adventure he had always dreamed of. The door opens. Tommy pushed the door gently, and with a creak, it swung open to reveal a swirling portal of golden light. Before he could think twice, the portal pulled him in, and he found himself tumbling through a tunnel of colors. When he landed, the ground beneath him was soft and mossy, and everything around him was gigantic. The trees towered like skyscrapers, their trunks as wide as houses. The grass blades were as tall as Tommy, swaying gently in a breeze that felt like a gale to him. In the distance, he saw enormous mushrooms with caps as big as circus tents, and rivers that sparkled like liquid diamonds. "This must be the land of giants," Tommy exclaimed. But he wasn't alone for long. Meeting Rumble. Out of the bushes emerged a giant boy, about 20 feet tall, with messy red hair and a friendly grin. He wore patched-up overalls and carried a slingshot the size of a telephone pole. "Hey there, little guy. I'm Rumble," the giant said, crouching down to get a better look at Tommy. "Haven't seen a human here in ages." "How'd you get in?" "I found a door in my forest," Tommy replied. "What is this place?" Rumble's eyes twinkled. "You're in Gigantus, the land of giants. It's where everything is bigger. Trees, rivers, animals, and trouble." "Trouble?" Tommy asked nervously. Rumble nodded. "The giant King Thundral has been acting strange lately. He's locked away the Heartstone, the magical gem that keeps Gigantus in balance. Without it, the land's falling apart. Storms are worse, rivers are drying up, and the animals are restless." Tommy's heart thumped. He'd always wanted to be a hero, and this sounded like his chance. "I'll help you get the Heartstone back." Rumble laughed. You're tiny, but maybe that's an advantage. Thundral wouldn't notice someone your size." "Okay, little buddy, let's do it." The journey to Thundral's castle. Rumble and Tommy set off toward the distant castle, which loomed like a mountain on the horizon. Along the way, they faced countless challenges. First, they had to cross the giant's marsh, where frogs the size of cars leaped through the air. One nearly squashed Tommy, but Rumble scooped him up just in time. Then, they braved the whispering woods, where the trees seemed alive, their branches reaching out like arms. Tommy used his small size to sneak through gaps in the roots, finding a hidden path that even Rumble couldn't see. Finally, they reached the base of Thundral's castle. The towering stone fortress was surrounded by a moat filled with snapping turtles the size of boats. Tommy noticed a narrow tunnel leading into the castle's foundation, just the right size for him. "I'll go in," Tommy said. "You distract the guards." Rumble nodded. "Be careful, little guy." Inside the castle, Tommy crept through the tunnel, which led to a grand hall filled with treasures, golden goblets, silver shields, and sparkling jewels. But at the center of the room was what he had come for, the Heartstone. It was a massive gem, glowing with a soft, rainbow light, set atop a pedestal. Just as Tommy approached, a booming voice echoed through the hall. "Who dares enter my castle?" It was King Thundral, an enormous figure with a crown of iron and a beard like a thundercloud. His eyes blazed as he spotted Tommy. "A human? How did you get here?" Thundral roared. Thinking quickly, Tommy said, "I came to help you, your majesty. Gigantus is falling apart without the Heartstone." Thundral frowned. "Help me? What nonsense is this?" "Look around," Tommy said, pointing to the cracks in the walls and the flickering light of the Heartstone. The land is dying. If you don't return the Heartstone to its rightful place, Gigantus will be destroyed. For a moment, Thundral hesitated, his expression softening. I took the Heartstone because I was afraid of losing my power. But if what you say is true, I may have doomed us all. You can still fix this, Tommy urged, restoring the balance. Moved by Tommy's courage and words, Thundral agreed to return the Heartstone. With Rumble's help, they carried the gem to the Great Spire, a towering mountain at the center of Gigantus. There, they placed the Heartstone in its rightful spot. As soon as it clicked into place, a wave of light spread across the land. The rivers flowed again, the storms calmed, and the trees stood taller and greener than ever. The land of giants was saved. Thundral knelt before Tommy. Thank you, little one. You have shown me the true meaning of bravery. Rumble grinned. Told you he was special. Back home, with the portal reopened, Tommy said goodbye to Rumble and King Thundral. I'll never forget this place, he said. And we won't forget you, Rumble replied, giving Tommy a giant-size high-five. When Tommy returned to Meadowbrook, he found the door in the forest had disappeared. But he didn't mind. He carried the memories of Gigantus in his heart, along with a small, glowing shard of the Heartstone that Thundral had given him. A reminder that even the smallest person could make the biggest difference. From that day on, Tommy knew that magic was real, and so was his courage.
Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.